Well, all of your nonverbal communication, every movement you make, every posture you hold, every expression you make with your eyes sends messages about you. It's actually kind of astounding. You can, just in conversation with one other person, exchange an amazing 10,000 nonverbal cues in less than 1 minute. So what's surprising to me is there's a recent survey by Allergan about eye language that revealed only a quarter of Americans believe your nonverbal communication is more honest than your words, when in actuality, because it's often not under your conscious control, nonverbal communication is much more revealing and much more honest about your intentions than your words are. Well, eye language, that includes all the messages that you send with your eyes and that occur in that eye area. So let's say you want to send emotional state. You can send not only the 6 basic emotions like happiness and sadness, but over 50 different mental states with your eyes. So if I cover my mouth and I do this, you know that I'm happy. If I do this, you know that I'm sad without even looking at the rest of your face. So let's say you're squinting or rubbing your eye. You might be sending the wrong message. And if you have symptoms of chronic dry eye, like itchy, burning, watering eyes, you might be sending the wrong message unintentionally. So you might want to talk to your doctor or visit eyepowerment.com to find more about the symptoms of and treatment options as well for chronic dry eye. It can be just a sign of lack of comfort or stress, but the timing, ooh, that can tell you a lot. So we're in conversation, and I hadn't rubbed my eye. My baseline does not include that comfort cue or any comfort cues. And then you say, Patty, can you get that to me by Friday? And suddenly I rub my eye. That could symbolically send the message that it doesn't look good for me to get it to you by Friday. So you really need to be aware of the messages that you're sending with your eyes, all of that eye language. It's so important, and you can change so many things by making good eye contact. In fact, research shows that if you increase and seek eye contact, you're seen as more confident, more believable, more earnest, more intelligent. And you can use eye language to send and increase certain things. For example, if I make a request, like, can I make a request like, can you get this for me by Friday? If I make eye contact with you, as I make that request, the research shows you're more likely to fulfill my request because I've made that connection. But you want to make sure you don't make too much eye contact, because let's say you actually narrow your eyes and tense up your eyes and extend that eye contact for longer than 3 seconds in an initial handshake. That can be seen as intimidation or a bid for power. The Eye Empowerment campaign was born out of a desire to educate people about eye language, and specifically because there's over 33 million Americans who suffer from the symptoms of chronic dry eye, to let them know that they can learn more. Go to eyepowerment.com, and over the next week, make some more eye contact, especially when you're listening. It's actually the listener's responsibility to make the majority of the eye contact.